In today's lesson, we'll work on our Cambridge 12. Bugungi darsimizda Cambridge 12 bo'lar ekan. G'alati bo'lib qopti bu. Mayli, Cambridge 12 passage 3 birinchi testini passage 3si birinchi navbatda savollarda nima haqida ekanligini tushunish uchun headline o'qib olamiz. Reducing the effects of climate change haqida ekan. Climate change effektlarini kamaytirish, undan keyin esa bizda qanaqa skilllarni ishlatish tushuntirilganligini ko'rish uchun biz keyingi savollarga qaraymiz. Which paragraph contains the following information? Qaysi informatsiyani quyidagi paragraflar o'zida beradi, shuni topib olishimiz kerak. Undan keyingi savolimiz esa geoengineering project, demak bu qismda summary completion bo'ladi. One word only ishlatishimiz kerak. Geoengineering kelganda javoblarni topib ketishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Undan keyin esa matching people list of scientists. Demak bu qismda 4 ta scientist berilgan. O'sha 4 ta scientist haqida javoblarni topishimiz kerak ekan. Endi xo'p, o'z ko'rganingizdek, faqatgina bu qismda barchasida birinchi navbatda tekstni o'qib olmasdan javoblarni tushunishimiz qiyin. Shuning uchun ham birinchi navbatda tekstni o'qib olib, keyinchalik javoblarni topishga harakat qilamiz. Xo'p, endi tekstni o'qishni boshlasak. Such is our dependence on fossil fuels, okay. And such is the volume of carbon dioxide already released into the atmosphere that many experts agree that significant global warming is now inevitable. They believe that the best we can do is keep it at a reasonable level, and present the only serious option for doing this is cutting back on carbon emissions. Okay, while a few countries make major strides in this regard, majority are having great difficulty even stemming the rate of increase, leaving alone reversing. Consequently, an increasing number of scientists are beginning to explore the alternative of geoengineering, as a term which generally refers to intentional large-scale manipulation of the environment. According to its proponents, geoengineering is the equivalent of backup generator. If Plan A, reducing our dependency on fossil fuel, fails, we require Plan B, employing grant scheme to slow down or reverse the process of global warming. Demak, o'shunda global warming qanaqa katta muammo ekanligi, global warming to'xtatishga bo'lgan harakatlarni muvaffaqiyatsizlikka uchraganligi va geoengineeringni introductioni berilgan. Xo'p, geoengineering haqida ma'lumot bor. Xo'p, protsedura haqida hali ma'lumot yo'q. Demak, buni bekorga o'qidik, kerak emas narsani o'qib qo'ydik. Geoengineering has been shown to work at least on a small localized scale. For decades, Mayday parades in Moscow have taken place under clear blue skies, aircraft having deposited dry ice. Wow! Silver iodide and cement powder to disperse clouds. Many of the schemes now suggest that look to the disperse cloud. Many of the schemes now suggest to look to do the opposite and reduce the amount of sunlight reaching the planet. The most eye-catching idea of all, suggested by Professor Roger Allen of the University of Arizona. His scheme would employ up to 16 trillion minutes spacecraft, each weighing about 1 gram, to form a transparent sunlight refracting sunshade in an orbit. What? Oh, okay, this could reduce the amount of light reaching the 2%. Good job, guys. Bu qismda geoengineeringning kichik etaplarda olib borilganligi, Moskvadagi misollar va undan keyin Roger ismli professorni 2% sunlightni yo'qotishi haqidagi ma'lumotlar berilgan ekan. Xo'p, keyingi qismga o'tib ketaveramiz. Majority of geoengineering projects so far carried out, which include planting forests in deserts, repositing iron in the ocean to simulate the growth of algae, have focused on achieving general cooling of the earth, but some look specifically at reversing the melting at the poles, particularly the Arctic. The reason is that if you replenish the ice sheets and frozen waters of the high latitudes, more light will be reflected back into space, so reducing the warming of the oceans and atmosphere. Demak, o'qishda faqatgina oldini olish emas, buni qaytarish yo'llarini ko'rsatilgan ekan. O'z ko'rganingizdek misollari berilgan, bundan tashqari qaytarishi ham misollari berilgan. Xo'p, shundan topsak bo'lsa kerak javoblarni o'qib chiqamiz bir marta. Mention of a geoengineering project based on an earlier natural phenomenon hali ko'rmadik. Example of successful use of geoengineering. Successful use haqida hali o'qimadik, hozircha ishlatilmagan. Masalan, geoengineering masalan Moskva haqida bo'lgan bo'lishi mumkin. O'shani yozib qo'yishimiz mumkin hozircha, lekin bilmadim aniq javob bo'ladimi yo'qmi bu. Common definition of geoengineering. Xo'p, demak bizga geoengineeringning definitioni kerak. Ana bekorga o'qimagan ekanmiz, A paragraf bo'ladi bu. Chunki geoengineering haqida tushuntirib bergan, nima ekanligi bu. Nima edi bu geoengineering? Xo'p, mana. Geoengineering, a term which generally refers to the international blah 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 blah. Okay, that's it. We finished this part, and we will move on to a procedure and aim. Put a large number of tiny scales into we have it to create it to reduce the amount of. Xo'p, demak bu qismda mana bu odamga gap berilgan. Rogerga transparent referring sunshade, sun reflecting sunshade that would reduce the amount. Create a sunshade that would reduce the amount of whatever it is. To create a sunshade with a job. Sunshade. Place something in the sea. Place something in the sea. Place iron. Depositing iron in the ocean. Depositing iron bo'ladi. Place iron in the sea. Kings encourage to form algae to growth of algae no formas bo'lishi uchun algae kings o'tamiz. Release aerosol sprays hali o'qimadik bu qismni, keyinchalik o'qishga va topishga harakat qilamiz. Concept of releasing aerosol here in the surface of Arctic has been proposed by several scientists. Okay, to create that would reduce the amount of light. This would involve using sulfur and sulfide aerosol so that sulfur dioxide would form clouds, which would in turn lead to global dimming. Clouds. That's it. Kings o'tamiz. Fix strong to Greenland ice sheets. Topamiz ko'ramiz. Kings ketamiz. Bu javobni hali ko'rganimiz yo'q. Xo'p, demak successful hali ko'rmadik. Bitta qoldi. Earlier nature phenomenon topishimiz kerak bo'ldi. Kingsga o'tib ketaveramiz keyin. Xo'p, shu paytgacha Roger Fieldni ko'rdik. Faqat Roger Angel nimani o'rgandik? Effect of geoengineering may not be too no information during it's a topic worth exploring. No. May be necessary to limit effects of geoengineering. Nope. Researchers into not fossil based fuels cannot be replaced by I don't know. There's no information about this thing. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. Maybe if I missed it, we just find it. The idea is modeled on historic volcanic explosions such as the Mount Pinatubo, blah blah blah, led to short-term cooling of global temperature. Scientists have also scrutinized whether it's possible to preserve ice sheets. Meanwhile, in Russian Arctic, plans include planting millions of birch trees, the rarest regions, native evergreen pine shades snow, and adoption of beach shade there is in winter, enabling irradiation to reflect by the snow. Rerouting Russian rivers to increase cold water flow could be also used to slow down warming, say some climate scientists. Will such schemes will be implemented? Generally speaking, those who are most cautious about geoengineering are scientists involved in research. Angel says that his plan is no substitute for developing renewable energy, only permanent solution. Angel permanent solution again. Effect of effects of geoengineering may not be long lasting. Bu to'g'ri keladi, chunki mana solutionlarni faqatgina permanent solution deb aytganligini ko'rishingiz mumkin. Shuning uchun ham buni aynamaylik. Echib ketadi, keyin anaga o'tamiz, rangga o'tamiz, chunki bu zerikib qoldi odam. Damn it, man. And Dr. Phil Rush of blah 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 is equally correct about the role of geoengineering. I think all of us agree that we are to end global engineering on a given day. Within our planet would return to its pre-engineered condition. We rapidly, probably within 10 to 20 years. It's certainly something to worry about. Also, there is a proposal to inject sulfur into atmosphere right after rainfall patterns across the tropics, and the southern geoengineering plans to inject rush. Geoengineering plans to inject stratosphere and states to cloud would also cool the planet, increase the extent of sea ice, but also models suggest some impact on this distribution of precipitation. Okay, that's hard. That's a hard one. Precipitation. A further risk with is that you can overshoot. Who has studied the impact of sunshade and all, you might bring global temperature back to pre-industrial levels, but the risk is that the poles will still be warmer than they should be, and tropics will be cooler than before the industrial. So such a scenario would have to operate at half strength, and all of which reinforces that the best option is to avoid need for global altogether. Mambo limit qilish kerak degan, necessary to limit effectiveness 50% ishlash kerak degan ma'lumotni bergan. Mambo kim edi bu? Dr. Sealant. Men bu C javobi o'tib ketdi. Okay. Keyingi qismga o'tamiz. Wow, seriously. Wow, that's it. We finished. The main reason why engineering here, where is it? Where's the guy? Do we have Martin Schumacher Payne? The main reason why engineering is supported by many scientific communities is that most researchers have little faith in ability politicians to agree and bring in the necessary carbon cuts. Even leading current generation organizations see the value of investigating potential. See the value of investigating potential benefits. Climate change, obviously, for example, human-induced climate change has brought human to a position where we shouldn't exclude it. It's really about this topic and its possibilities. Demek o'qisunda bu exploring bo'lish kerak deb D aytgan ekan. Samarqom oddiy odam aytgan ekan. Demak bu qismda B javob qoldi, faqatgina oxirgi olishga. Cannot replace it. B bo'ladi bu. Shu bilan bugungi qismimiz o'z nihoyasiga yetdi. Bu qism o'z nihoyasiga yetdi. Keyingi qismni bilmadim. Bu qismni tugatdik, lekin mana bu qismni hali tugatmadik. Successful. Earlier natural phenomenon. Where's earlier natural phenomenon? Xo'p, bu haqida yo'q, bu haqida yo'q, bu haqida phenomenon yo'q. Xo'p. No information about it. Here. Modeled on historical volcanic explosions. Demak, masalan, natural phenomenon volcanic explosiondan olingan ekan. Demak, D bo'ladi javobimiz. Xo'p, bu qism ketdi. Keyingi qismga o'tamiz. Bu tugadi. Mana bu hammasi tugadi-ku. Hammasi tugadimi? Yo'q, mana bu qolgan ekan. Fix strong to Greenland ice sheet. Fix strong what to Greenland ice sheet? Greenland topish kerak. Bu ismdan chiqib ketib qolibdi-ku. Buni qilish. Greenland ice sheet. Where are you, Greenland ice sheet? Where are you, Greenland sheet? I don't know what is it. Seriously, it's not good. In Russian, Arctic would lose their leaves in winter, allow to reflect radiation. Wow. I can't find it. Your problem. Where is Greenland? Seriously. Where is Greenland? Oh, here, Greenland. Preserved ice sheet to fix strong to reinforced cables. Fix strong cables. Seriously? Like cable bilan qoldirolmoqchimisizlar? I don't think so, man. To prevent icebergs from moving into sea. Here. Qiziq. Russians planting trees, whereas the region's native plant shades snow and absorb radiation. Beaches would shed their leaves in winter, thus enabling radiation to be reflected by the snow. Allows the snow to reflect radiation. Demek bo'lsa snow degan javob bo'ladi. Snow javob bo'ladi. Javoblarni topib ketyapman, lekin tushuntirmayapman. Nima uchun bo'lganini change the direction of what? To bring more cold water into ice forming areas. Bu qismda rerouting Russian rivers into increased cold water. Direction of rerouting rivers. Demak qismda rivers bo'ladi. Xo'p, javobimiz shu bilan o'z nihoyasiga yetdi. Bu hammasi tugadi degan umiddaman. Tugadi hammasi. Lekin bu qismdan sizlarga to'liq tushuntirmadim. To'liq tushuntirishga imkoniyatim bo'lmadi. Bu uchun xafa bo'lmaysizlar. Darsga ketishim kerak. That's it, guys. If you have any questions, leave it in comments. Agar savol bo'lmaydigan bo'lsa, shu bilan darsimiz o'z nihoyasiga yetdi. Sizlarni keyingi darslarda ko'rishguncha xayr.